Good evening, and welcome to a special edition of One News. My name is Apek Shavora. Tonight we will be having a special guest, Ms. Stephanie Correa, who will be describing one of our current situations at the Hudson River. Today, the Hudson River exists as one of the most extensively studied rivers in the country, having been monitored almost continuously for a period of more than 25 years. There is an ongoing evaluation of water quality, sediment, air quality, fish, and wildlife by the federal government and the state of New York because of the discharging of 1.3 million pounds of PCB from GE plants into the Hudson River. After journalists had 5 striped bass from the Hudson River tested for pollutants, results show almost abnormally high levels of PCB. This was a major concern with the NYDEC Fisheries directors. Ongoing evaluations have demonstrated that the river is not cleaning itself, and PCBs in the sediment pose a serious risk to human health and the environment. Studies conducted to evaluate the extent of the problem in the years revealed that most of the contaminated sediments were in hot spots, situated in a 40-mile stretch of the river between the town of Fort Edward and Troy Dam. Welcome, Ms. Correa. Can you tell us a little bit more about what a Superfund site is?
Thank you for having me, Ms. Vora. A Superfund site is any piece of land in the United States that has been contaminated by hazardous waste and identified by the Environmental Protection Agency. The Hudson River, a Superfund site, poses a serious risk to human health as a result of the consumption of fish contaminated with PCBs.
Ms. Correa, the Superfund program is the federal government's program to clean up the nation's uncontrolled hazardous waste sites, and the Superfund site is an uncontrolled or abandoned place where hazardous waste is located, possibly affecting ecosystems or people. Is this correct?
Yes, it is.
We know that since 1976, high levels of PCBs in fish have led New York State to close various recreational and commercial fisheries and to issue advisories restricting the consumption of fish caught in the Hudson River. What is the danger of PCB consumption?
The fish carry PCBs, which bioaccumulate or increase in concentration as they move up the food chain. PCBs are considered probable human carcinogens and are linked to other adverse health effects, such as low birth weight, thyroid disease, and learning, memory, and immune system disorders. PCBs in the river sediment also affect fish and wildlife.
Thank you for that information. Now, what is being done to address the contamination?
Well, in February 2002, EPA issued a record of decision, or ROD, for the Hudson River PCB's Superfund site that calls for targeted environmental dredging of approximately 2.65 million cubic yards of PCB-contaminated sediment from a 40-mile section of the upper Hudson River.
The cleanup of the Hudson River will occur in 2 phases. Phase 1 of the project will be conducted by GE with oversight by EPA from May to November 2009. During this phase, we expect to remove approximately 280,000 cubic yards of PCB-contaminated sediment from a 6-mile stretch of the upper Hudson River near Fort Edward, New York. After extensive evaluation by an independent panel of scientists and input from a broad range of stakeholders, EPA will continue to develop plans for the second part of the cleanup. We expect that Phase 2 will begin in June 2011 and will be conducted at full production to remove the remainder of the contaminated river sediment targeted for dredging. We estimate that after evaluation, Phase 2 will target the removal of approximately 2 million cubic yards of sediment. It is estimated that the second phase of the cleanup will take 5 to 7 years to complete.
Thank you for watching a special edition of One News. We hope you enjoyed this presentation. Ms. Correa, the Superfund program is sites, and the Superfund.
Why would you?